happened? What happened? Why are we here?
What happened?
It's too much stimulation.
Yeah.
You have fucking on.
All right, come on. Tell us what happened.
What happened? Why is your arm like that?
Tell them why is your arm like that.
Show your
arm. Come here.
Mijo, what happened to your arm?
Mama, you can tell the story.
Mom, you tell the story. You
Tell
go,
the story,
Mom.
Mama.
You're not gonna say nothing?
Let him hold the
Oh,
mic.
Hold it for your mom.
Okay.
He's
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start now. One,
Okay.
2, 3. Okay. So, Mama, what happened? Why are we all here in support of you? ¿Qué pasó? What happened?
Because my son broke his arm.
Put the mic up. There you go.
Because my son broke his arm.
And how? What happened last Tuesday?
Because the dog dropped him and he fell down.
And the woman, what happened before the dog attacked your son?
She didn't want to listen to me. She just left away with her dog. And then I told her more than 3 times.
You told her 3 times to do what?
To hold her dog, and she didn't want to listen.
And then what happened?
And she left, and then she called the cops, and then somebody was pressing her out, and then I told the cops that was me.
And what happened to your son?
And then paramedics came, and then the paramedics saw them broke his arm.
Okay.
So that's why he went to the hospital.
So he had to go with the paramedics to the hospital. How, and what was the diagnosis? What happened with his arm? He broke it in.
Yeah, he broke it, and that's why he has a fracture there. And all that stuff.
Hold the mic up.
The dog broke his arm.
The dog broke his arm. And what
Yeah,
happened?
and he got knocked out of the dog.
I'm not gonna knock down.
Speaking of the mic.
And what happened with the lady?
She ran away from the dog
How?
in the car.
She got into her car
Yes,
with her dog.
or her dog.
She injured your son and fled the scene.
Yeah, she left the scene instead of helping me.
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is, your son was playing in the park.
Yes.
There was a woman with her dog off leash. You asked her to put the dog on
Better
leash.
say it in Spanish.
She didn't listen
Better.
to you. The dog then attacked your son.
Yes.
Your son got a broken arm.
Yes.
The woman ran away, got in her car, and fled the area and didn't give you any information.
Nope. No information.
So do you feel like she understood the rules of the park?
I don't think so. She didn't understand the rules of the park.
Do you feel like the police have been helpful in figuring out who did
No.
this? You had no help from the city?
No.
And of course, we've had an issue in this park with dogs off leash for a while now, haven't we?
Yes.
And the
Yes.
police aren't doing anything about
Nope.
it, are they?
Nope.
They're refusing to assist.
Yes. They're,
So in other words, the police are accessories to this.
yes. They already know. They don't do nothing.
It's a tragedy.
Why you fucking me?
Yeah, he's not.
He's
The reality is, this is a people's park.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
so now you're looking for the woman still.
Huh?
You need information.
We need the information from the dog, from the lady.
You need information. Say it again.
We need the information from the lady.
Yeah, we don't know who she is.
No, we don't. We don't know who she is.
Did you get a picture of her?
No.
Can you describe the dog?
It's a Sherman dog.
German Shepherd.
German
Haven't
Shepherd.
sat down.
Okay, you can sit down.
And we'll post photos too once
No.
we post this.
Brown and white.
Brown and white.
Yes.
Okay. And we're gonna ask a few questions after. We're gonna have someone else speak. Okay, so you can take a break. Pam.
I'm here on part of behalf of the Oakwood Advisory Board. I'm an Oakwood Advisory Board member.
What's your name?
My name is Pam Anderson, and I'm part of the Oakwood Park Advisory Board. And we have done several complaints and filed several complaints trying to get assistance with these dogs off leash in the park. And this isn't the first attack of a child or a person here at Oakwood Park. And we've been working with the park director and trying to work with our lead officer. And we don't feel that they're very helpful in these situations. And the reason is the kids are up here playing, and as you can see behind us, that's their area for soccer. And then the people come up, let their dogs off, and they run across and they jump up at the kids and everybody else. It's not safe. And they won't even keep their dogs on the leash. So we have a big issue with this. and we're in the midst of making this a no dog park. It's a people park, and it's not safe for dogs to be running among the children when they're trying to play. It's just unhealthy and it's just not safe.
Are there any other parks in the area?
And there are other parks here. We have a park on Main and Westminster, which is a dog park. There's the Santa Monica Dog Park, and there's also a new park that Councilman Bonin put over in the Marina Del Rey, where they can go take their dogs over there. But they're so insistent and disrespectful and disregard all the signs and posts here. They continue to let their dogs come up and run and not pick up behind them, and it's just not going to work anymore. It needs to stop.
Thank you, Pam. Ingrid, do you want to say a few words?
I can.
Thank you.
If you could step to the center too, that'd be great.
Sure. Mask on. Mask off.
Just gotta make sure we wash our hands because there's no, forgot the wipes.
Hi, I'm Ingrid. I live in East Venice near a Penmar Park that is not a dog park either. But I understand that they were just sighted this morning and hopefully here too.
Please,
but, you know, once or twice a year, that ain't enough. Yeah. Once or twice a year to sight owners of dogs that are not on leashes is not enough. We have these signs everywhere. Can they not read? Do they not know this is a public park for kids to play, not for dogs to poop and bite?
Thank you, Ingrid. All right.
We're gonna have the
Ian,
coaches come.
or do you want to say something? Anybody who wants to speak, but just make sure you introduce yourself. Ian? Hi. Oh, we got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coaches.
Here's some of the
And then
coaches.
Yeah, we'll have the coaches speak. And then Ian.
Yeah, so you guys can step in. Yeah. Go ahead.
Say your name. Say your name.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm representing Venice Beach Football Club. We've been using this park and growing soccer here locally in the neighborhood for the past 5 years. And it's been an ongoing issue for us as a club, dealing with dogs off leash and all the problems that come with that regarding dog mess that's left out and not picked up by the owners. Dogs that are a little too rambunctious and even violent with the kids. We've had a lot of issues over the past 2 years, particularly where kids are bit, skin's been broke, they've had to go to the hospital. Terrible situations with a park that's not designed to accommodate dogs off leash. It's designed to allow kids to play freely and to enjoy their youth in a safe space. So it's not compatible to be both, and it's illegal. So it's been an ongoing issue, and we can't seem to figure out why it's not enforced and why the kids are not protected and the neighborhood is respected.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, people of California here. So the issue with this park is there's no other park in this area for the kids to play in Oakwood. There's apartment buildings, they have no lawns, the children have no place to play sports, and so this is a sports field. This whole area was houses donated by local residents to create a park. And this park has been stolen by a group of people who moved into the neighborhood and now want to turn it into a dog park in violation of the law. And it's posted every couple hundred feet, your dogs must remain on leash, but in fact, they assemble here on a daily basis, which technically is unlawful assembly. They assemble for the purposes of committing a crime, which is to let their dogs off leash at this park and take this park from the community. So what we need is police response to do what they should be doing, which is protecting the public safety, which is what they refuse to do. We've had the police officers say that they didn't want to write tickets. They show up every time someone opens a beer, unless the people opening a beer happen to be white and rich. So poor people get harassed in this park. They say there's a gang issue. Well, a gang is a group of people who assemble for criminal purposes. In this case, we're talking about a group of white, rich people who happen to be what we call the Goldos gang, the Gentrifying Off-Leash Dog Owner Society.
Yeah, I like it.
And they're organized on Facebook, social media. There's a lawyer involved. They all know what they're doing, and they're doing it deliberately, and the police appear to be working with them, encouraging them, refusing to enforce the law in this park. Police drive by this park all day long, and they never get out of the car to write tickets. We were told that they wrote 5 tickets this morning because people threatened to sue them. They didn't even mention whether they wrote them at this park or some other park nearby. So we have a real problem. The police refuse to do anything about it. We need to turn this park into a dogs never park. No dogs at all.
People only.
Because the people who have been bringing their dogs here have been breaking the rules, endangering the community, and making the park unusable for the children who need to use this park. There is no other athletic area in this park. There's a school 2 or 3 blocks the other way where they actually use this field too. And they shouldn't have to pick up crap off the field every time they come. And that's what happens when you let your dogs run off leash and then talk on your phone or talk to your friends and don't pay attention. And every once in a while you have something like this where someone gets attacked. And that's happened several times in the past few years, and the police refuse to do anything about it. And in fact, they are responsible for this because they refuse to enforce the law. And now all of a sudden they want to make a token effort. But the reality is, every time a cop drives by and sees dogs off leash in this park, they need to get out of their car and write tickets. That's the only thing that's going to stop these people. And even then, some of them may need to have nuisance abatement orders filed against them to prevent them from coming to this park. Just as we had gang injunctions, this gang needs to be enjoined from meeting at this park.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Where can we find you? Save Venice?
The people of California are... what?
Our group.
Oh, this is SaveVenice.ca. SaveVenice.ca. We've been working to save this park, the church, all this neighborhood, because it's being overrun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to speak and talk about this? No?
Yeah.
Do you want to close this up? Do you want to say a few words?
It's only like $200-300.
No? Okay.
Anybody want to close up? Lydia, you can close up. Closing words, Lydia.
Okay. It's good to have community here. Channel 7, I hope you post this because you're supposed to be here. And I'm just going to say this. We're here to help you and support you. And it's about your son having the physical therapy, the emotional and mental therapy that he needs to overcome his fear. And I'm going to say this.
Say it.
Just coming up here and putting up this speaker with the microphone was enough to chase the dogs with their owners out. They left, se fueron. And if that's what it takes, I guess we're gonna have to further occupy the park, and we're gonna have to come up with some programming ourselves, because it doesn't take money, it doesn't take a plan or agenda to show up for community. And mijo, we're here for you, okay? So it's okay if you get upset about it, because I know it's upsetting. It should be known that this young man right here has a whole life ahead of him, and he's traumatized by a dog. Yeah, he's scared to come to the park, and we're here for the family because it's the right thing to do. And shame on the woman who fled, drove backwards in her car with her dog that attacked this child, and she doesn't have the courage and morals to do the right thing and show up. But we're all over. I think the tia, the auntie here, Ray, cousin, posted it on Nextdoor. That's the only thing Nextdoor is good for. It's to find people who do these things, these atrocities to small children. And the last thing is SaveVenice.ca will more than happy take any information on behalf of the family to support finding the woman. We will be writing Mike Bonin to ask him for a reward for anything leading up to the arrest of this hideous woman. Blonde, brown-haired, small, petite, with a German Shepherd, was black and white or black and gray, right? Brown and white.
How about her
Fawn
car?
colored.
What kind of?
Fawn colored, okay. And her car was white.
Okay.
So she maybe she's now taking her dog to Westminster. We can post up there too and look for her. But we're gonna find her, and she's gonna face the consequences. And she has to support this child and the family with the financial contributions to make this child whole again. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Ray. The German Shepherd that attacked Brandon is named Athena, and it is brown mostly with a white chest.
And where does she live?
I wouldn't know, but hopefully around here.
It's a German Shepherd, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right, thanks for the update.
Athena.